All right, let's dive in. Today, we are tackling one of the most important game-changing ideas in the entire crypto space, Layer 2 blockchains. This is the tech that's being built to solve blockchain's biggest headaches, so let's get right into it.
You've probably been there, right? You're trying to make a simple transaction, send a little crypto, and bam, you get hit with these crazy high fees and a super long wait time. It's frustrating, and honestly, it's a real deal breaker for a lot of people. But there is a solution designed specifically to fix this problem.
So, to really get the solution, you first have to understand the problem. And the best way to picture it is to think of a massive bumper-to-bumper traffic jam on a digital highway. When everyone tries to use that road at the exact same time, everything just grinds to a halt.
And that main highway? In the crypto world, that's what we call a Layer 1 blockchain. These are the big foundational networks you've heard of. We're talking Bitcoin, Ethereum, the heavy hitters. They are incredibly secure and decentralized, which is amazing. But all that security, well, it comes with a price.
And that price is scalability. You see, just like a real highway during rush hour, when a Layer 1 network gets super popular and tons of transactions are all trying to squeeze through, you get a massive bottleneck. Speeds just plummet, and the transaction fees, think of them as highway tolls, can skyrocket to ridiculous levels.
So how do you solve a crazy traffic jam? You build an express lane, right? And in the world of blockchain, that express lane has a name, Layer 2.
Layer 2s are these clever protocols built to sit right on top of that main Layer 1 highway. Their entire job is to pull traffic off the main road. By handling a bunch of transactions off-chain, they clear up all that congestion and get things moving at full speed again. You can kind of see how it all stacks up here. At the bottom, you've got Layer 1. That's your secure foundation. Then, Layer 2 builds right on top, acting as the scaling solution that brings the speed and low costs. And this whole structure is even making way for Layer 3s, which are super-specific hubs for things like gaming or DeFi.
So if we put them side by side, the key difference is what they're built to do. The Layer 1 highway is all about final, secure settlement, doing everything directly on its own chain. The Layer 2 express lane, on the other hand, is all about performance and scaling, processing things off-chain to be way faster and way cheaper. They're a team, but with very different jobs.
Okay, so we get what the express lane does, but what about the how? How does it actually work its magic? Let's pop the hood and see what makes these Layer 2s tick.
Okay, so here's the secret sauce. Instead of sending every single car down that main highway one by one, a Layer 2 acts like a giant high-capacity bus. It bundles or rolls up a huge number of transactions together off in the express lane, processes them at lightning speed, and then sends just a single tiny summary back to the Layer 1 to say, hey, we're all good. It's just so much more efficient.
And of course, there are some big names in this space you've probably heard of. You've got Polygon, which works as a side chain, kind of like a parallel highway that's constantly connected to Ethereum. Then you have projects like Optimism and Arbitrum. They both use something called optimistic rollups, which is really just a fancy way of saying they bundle up transactions and optimistically assume everything is valid to make things incredibly fast.
Now, as amazing as all this technology sounds, Layer 2s aren't some kind of magic fix for everything. Like any new tech, they come with a really compelling set of benefits, but also, a few challenges we absolutely need to talk about.
On the plus side, the benefits are huge. First off, scalability. That traffic jam we keep talking about, it's basically gone. Second, the costs. Those insane tolls get slashed, which makes the whole network way more accessible for everyone. And third, speed. Transactions can feel almost instant, which, for user experience, is a total game changer.
But on the other side of the coin, there are some hurdles. For one, Layer 2s have to borrow their security from the Layer 1 they're built on, so they're totally dependent. They can also get pretty complex, which creates a steep learning curve for users and developers. And trying to move your money between different Layer 2s, well, it isn't always a smooth ride. That's an interoperability problem the whole space is working hard to solve.
So, with those pros and cons in mind, what does this all mean for the future? Why is this technology so critical for where the entire world of blockchain is headed?
Well, the payoff is just massive. By finally solving those core problems of speed and cost, Layer 2s are the thing that makes blockchain actually practical for the mainstream. We're talking about complex DeFi platforms that don't cost a fortune to use, fast-paced blockchain games that are actually fun to play, or even just buying a coffee with crypto. None of that is really possible without the kind of scale that Layer 2s bring to the table.
And that really gets to the heart of it. This isn't just some small tech upgrade, it's a fundamental shift. A lot of experts truly believe that these Layer 2 solutions could become the very foundation that a future, scalable, and truly decentralized economy is built on.
And so that leaves us with one final, huge question. We've seen the problem, we've walked through the solution, and we've gotten a glimpse of the incredible potential. Is this it? Are Layer 2s the final piece of the puzzle that will finally take blockchain from this cool, niche idea and turn it into something we all use in our everyday lives? Only time will tell. Thanks for tuning in.